let's talk about news. More specifically, informational news, and not pop shit news, and not mainstream media shit news. I'm talking about real fucking news, like where both sides of the argument come together in this nuanced level, where you could see both sides have accurate points that everybody could agree with. So with that being said, let's look at 3 specific channels that are part of the mainstream media, and let's see why they're part of that pop shit. Fox News. First of all, I don't watch these guys all the time. I don't. I watch them every now and then to see what the conservative talking points are on the events of the day currently. Now, if I do watch it, it's either Geraldo Rivera on Sunday nights or Shepard Smith, because these 2 guys actually know what they're fucking talking about. They don't follow the Fox News agenda. They follow their own agenda, which is telling people the news. So, if I do watch Fox News, it's them I watch. And they do make talking points every now and then that I do agree with. Geraldo Rivera had a show on a couple of months ago about pot, and I was watching it, and what stuck out to me the most of that broadcast was, he said, I agree with wholeheartedly that people with cancer and life-threatening diseases should have medicinal marijuana, because the facts do say that it does I can't even get the word out. That it alleviates the pain. And so, with that being said, so if medicinal marijuana alleviates the pain, that's fine. And I agree with him. I wholeheartedly agree with him. Now, I do disagree with him on recreational, because he says recreational, it's a gateway drug and all that. That's where I disagree with Geraldo Rivera, because as much as I respect the guy as a journalist, the thing, though, about his stance on pot being recreational and it as a problem, let me tell you this. Any drug is a gateway drug. Any drug. However, pot doesn't have that addictive kick to it that meth does, or heroin, or cocaine, and all these other dangerous fucking drugs. Pot is so much less dangerous if you look at the facts. I do, like I said, the conservatives on Fox, more specifically, Geraldo Rivera and Shepard Smith, do have talking points I do agree with and talking points I disagree with. But I do watch their shows every now and then to see what their viewpoints are. CNN, fuck them. They're not even a news station anymore. I have no idea what the fuck they are. MSNBC. If I watch it, it's either Rachel Maddow, Al Sharpton, or Chris Hayes, and Chris Matthews. Those 4 people, because they actually report the news seriously while having the MSNBC voice. That strong voice that MSNBC should have. And they're demoting Al Sharpton's show from weekdays at 6 p.m. to Sundays when old people are still sleeping. Or when young... You know what? I don't think anybody goes to church anymore, so... You know what? MSNBC could try, but I think it'll fail. But they got rid of the cycle, and all that, and so MSNBC is really fucking themselves over. But the thing is, you have 4 people at MSNBC that report the news from left and right-wing talking points. You have people at Fox News, more specifically two people at Fox News, who talk the Fox News voice, but while using two talking points, the left and the right. That's real fucking news. The stations aren't real news, but the shows are. These specific shows are, because they report the F-A-C-T-S. Facts. Keep that in mind. Facts. They report the real fucking facts. Now when it comes to news, though, mainstream media, you really can't avoid it. However, if you want nuance-based news, subscribe to the Young Turks. Watch their show. Schenk, who's a former MSNBC host, who had a 6 p.m. slot before Al Sharpton took that spot. He and a crew of many young reporters and even older reporters do the news seriously while making it entertaining. And at the same time, you're getting that nuanced news. Personally, this is what I think. News is not real anymore. I'll tell you why. You have American reporters. I'm talking about English-speaking American reporters. The real American news that we should know is on Univision. And you know what? I'll start watching it. Really, because the Jorge Ramos, who was thrown out of the Donald Trump press conference, he's considered the Walter Cronkite of Univision television news. That's big. Walter Cronkite was the most well-respected and most watched news anchor when he was on CBS News. Jorge Ramos, same thing. He's so respected and he's the most watched within the Latino community in America. And I'll start watching him, really, because if he's considered the Walter Cronkite of Latino Americans, you know what? He's got my view. The thing is, there's no real reporters anymore. There's a very selected few, and all the news now is what's up with what's in Kim Kardashian's ass, what's out of Kim Kardashian's ass, what Kim Kardashian's ass looks like today. The thing is, they focus on so much pop culture shit that's so fucking annoying, because you know where the real news is on all these stations? The blurbs at the bottom. Just read that. You'll get your news from there. That's the real news, and it's not even being reported. It's sad when you have American journalists that can inform the people of what's going on in their own fucking country. They don't take that chance. I also think the news is affected by political agendas. Now, personally, with me, I'm a socialist. I'm a liberal Democrat. Liberal socialist Democrat, because I'm liberal with a lot of things, but some things I'm conservative on. Perfect example. I'm all for someone getting unemployment benefits if they're fired from a job, but if they willingly quit their job, they don't deserve fucking unemployment benefits. I agree with the right wing on that, because it shouldn't be an entitlement if you willingly quit your job that you should receive unemployment benefits. That's so stupid. Now, you shouldn't have quit your fucking job. You would get a paycheck then. The thing is, we all have different talking points we agree with. My talking points I agree with, I really should be an independent libertarian. I really should. But am I going to be a libertarian? Probably not, because libertarians have this image that they shouldn't have. Libertarians are realists, American realists. Libertarians are liberal when it comes to civil liberties. They don't want the government in civil liberties, but they're conservative when it comes to economics and strong, corrupted governments. They want government out of a lot of things, and they want minimal government. Look, the government is corrupted. I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't think there should be a limited government, though. This is why I'll never be a libertarian. But I do agree with some libertarian talking points when it comes to government, per se. I don't think government should be involved with our marriages, because how does it make it right for the government to tell you who to marry and who not to marry? It doesn't matter if it's your fucking cousin. I mean, marriage is marriage, love is love. There is no fucking definition. All these blood-tested marriage certificates are bullshit. They are. Marriage certificates are like high school diplomas. You have them, you never fucking use them. And the thing is, yeah, that's the thing. There's certain things the government should stay out. Marriages, I wholeheartedly agree. They should not be involved with our marriages. Should they be involved with our lawmaking? Of course. We're not in Congress. We can't make the laws. We can suggest laws to our lawmakers, but we can't make the laws ourselves. So the government should be involved when it comes to laws. Should government be involved with the free market? No. Because free markets, like mom and pop stores, those are true free markets. Rags to riches story, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They used to people used to have jobs there, and they used to get livable wages and all that. And people liked these jobs because they were not only they were not only friendly with the family who owned the business, but what they did was that they gained job experiences and got somewhere in life. They had a reasonable income that they could live on. And mom and pop stores are slowly going away due to this corporate bullshit. Corporate markets are not free markets. Corporate markets are exactly as they are. Corporate, government-owned markets. These millionaires and billionaires have their money invested in Target, Walmart, JCPenney's, I could go on. The government, and the millionaires and trillionaires and the government have their money invested in these businesses. Corporate markets are not free markets. Free markets are mom and pop stores, Americana stores, antique stores. Those are mom and pop stores. That's a true free market. And I do agree with free markets. I do think there should be more free markets out there. I don't think the government should be involved with free markets. Because then they become corporate markets. And after they become corporate markets, then there's a problem with the corporate markets, because the corporate markets make these sweatshops overseas. And sweatshops are so inhumane that you have Democrats and Republicans who are unreasonable human beings who support these fucking sweatshops. So, I know I went completely off topic, but case in point, this is what should be in the news. The stories about the sweatshops and the corporate markets and how the American people are being fucked over by their own government. No, that's not in the news. Because the government also, this is not conspiracy either, has their money in these networks. These political networks. They have their teeth sunk into them. The reason why they have their teeth sunk into them is for this reason and reason alone. The conservatives, the Republican Party, the Tea Party conservatives, have their teeth sunk in Fox News. So whenever Geraldo Rivera or or Shepard Smith, Megyn Kelly, and even Bill O'Reilly from time to time, when they go off the Fox News agenda, it's not them that gets in trouble, it's Rupert Murdoch that gets in trouble because he owns Fox. And Rupert Murdoch is owned by the Koch brothers. And the Koch brothers have their money invested in the Republican Party. So, with that being said, the Republicans own Fox. The Democrats, on the other hand, own MSNBC. Because whenever Chris Hayes, Rachel Maddow, Chris Matthews, Joe Scarborough, Al Sharpton, and all them go off the liberal agenda to discuss a reasonable and true conservative talking point, it's not them that gets in trouble. It's the owner of MSNBC who gets in trouble, and when he gets in trouble, he's owned by the Democrats, the head of the Democratic Party. I know the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. The thing is, but when they go off topic, off the liberal agenda, the Democratic National Convention, who owns MSNBC, gets pissed at the owner, and the owner is told to remove people from that station. Same thing with Fox. The RNC Republicans own Fox. Don't you see the connection? It's not a conspiracy. The government owns these stations. Does the government own CNN? No. They're a true independent station, except they're not a real news station anymore, and that's a shame, because they can talk about both sides and tell people the real news that's in the fucking blurbs. See ya, guys.